exit ticket. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, to round 16 of the Spec F1 Esports Global Tier 1 here on PlayStation 4. We're at round 16 here at the Castellet, France in Circuit Paul Ricard. My name is Racer X. Alongside me is BKXI. BK, how are we doing here tonight, mate?
Yes, Racer, I'm doing good. Thank you for the introduction. Like you said, we are here for the 16th round of the Global Tier 1 Championship. And it's been a tale of 3 drivers so far. 14 points separate those 3 drivers. That being Gaming Burger, Gaming Wafer, and Chain Game Wow. We saw Gaming Burger edge out his 2 rivals last week. Can he repeat it tonight? We'll have to wait and find out, as our drivers tonight are going to get ready to begin the qualifying session. And Racer, I am very excited for this one.
Yeah, especially with this three-way battle, like you said, between Chain Game Wow, Gaming Burger, and Gaming Wafer. But I mean, it's going to be a short grid, though. I think we have like 14 or 15 guys on the grid for tonight. And not to mention, one of them is the guy that we have been commentating with for a while, and that is YWR Piaria. He'll be racing tonight as a reserve in the Mercedes for tonight's race.
Yeah, he's representing the broadcast team tonight, so we wish Pariah all the best on behalf of myself and the Racer. And yeah, 14 drivers, so a good opportunity for some drivers here to score some decent points that might not necessarily have the pace to score points when we have a full grid. But as qualifying is about to start, Racer, what are your qualifying predictions here tonight?
Ooh. Okay, so it's usually been predictable from when I've been doing my predictions ever since I've been on here, but I'm gonna go a bit bold on this one. I'm gonna go with my pole being Gaming Wafer. That's gonna be an obvious one, but the other two I'm gonna say Chain Game Wow, and then I'll go bold. I'm gonna say Curving Texas will be in third.
Curving Texas, all right. You know, Curving Texas, he's proven to be a little bit of a dark horse when it comes to these races. He just sneaks up on you, doesn't
he? Yeah, I mean he can definitely prove the results. I mean, he's got race pace. It's just that I've seen him in qualifying. He's not the greatest in my opinion, but he does really well on the race pace because he doesn't get too many incidents. Well, in some cases, but overall, he just does a really good job when it comes to, like, you know, finding the right moments and also just trying to be patient, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you don't get points for qualifying; you get points for the race, and that's where it really matters. And my predictions, I think that Game Wafer is going to get another pole position. I think this season he's proven to be one of, if not the strongest qualifier in the season so far. I don't have the exact statistic for pole positions, but I feel like Wafer would be up there. P2, I'm going to go boring and obvious, but P2 I'm going to go with Gaming Burger, P3 Chain Game. It's pretty hard to separate those 3, but that's the 3 I'm going with. You know, with those 3 you can sort of interchange it wherever you want. And Racer, what do you think the pit strategy is going to be this afternoon?
Well, I mean, if you watch Global Tier 2, I think it'll be like a medium to hard strategy because that's where the majority of the drivers went. So that's what I'm going to expect. So we have actually 3, it looks like, that are going on the hards at the moment. But in the meantime, I also want to get the lap underway too, get a little bit of an introduction to the circuit. So yeah, Circuit Paul Ricard. The track made its return back in 2018 after a 20-year absence. Of course, it's 3.6 miles long, 15 corners, 8 to the left and 7 to the right. And you have 2 DRS zones at the end of turns 15 and I believe turn 8, if I'm correct. So let's ride along with Young Lights as he comes around turns 1 and 2. Of course, it's a little bit of a tricky section because you got the uphill and downhill section of the course. Now we're going to go into the chicane area of turns 3 and 4. That you want to rub the inside curb, and then you go into turn 5. Well, it looks like you hit the bar light there as well. Turn 6. Oh, he invalidated his lap, but we'll still ride along with him anyway. Turn 7 is the end of the the start of the first DRS zone, and he goes down the straight down to turn, I believe this is turn 8 and 9 coming up. Yep, this is turn 8 and 9, followed by turn 10, and then we get to the turn 10 is going to be the turn that he's going to be coming up soon. But this is the end of the second sector. This is turn 10 coming up towards probably the trickiest area of the track, the Bossier. This is like a slope, a little bit of a right-hander as you get a little bit of the slope there, as you can see on your screen. Now we go into the final bits of the track, turns 12 and a little bit of a hard turn there, followed by a sweeping turn of turn 13, and then finally to the final 2 corners of turns 14 and 15, and then we get to the second DRS zone, and then that will complete your lap around Circuit Paul Ricard. Not times though. Gaming Burger 131.8, YWPR 132.2 on the hard so far. Are your times?
As Nunny right now, he just went up into P3 of a 132.3 again on the hard compounded tyre, waiting for someone on the mediums to come through and settle up. As Schooner Matata is that man,
and his teammates.
Same with Stone Tower, both Renaults in 2nd and 5th place, respectively. As Christopher, trying to find someone on the lap, it's always a pain with these guys, isn't it? But Chain Game, he's coming around the far corner right now. He's on the hard compound of tyre, about to finish up his lap. Can he beat Gaming Burger early on in the session? The answer is yes.
Nice time there from Chain Game. Wow.
Yeah, and I think with these high 131s already being set on the hard tyres, do you think we could maybe see a low 131, maybe even a 130 on the mediums from our front runners today?
Oh, that's definitely a possibility. You can go at least a second difference from the hard tires to the mediums, for sure. Now we'll get a ride along with Dr. Dre, as he's the next one, I believe, to cross.
Yeah,
he's on the medium. Yeah, the mediums. 133.5 in 7th place. Barry right now is in 8th. Didn't mention him, but yeah, he's in 8th right now. I think we have one of the McLarens. Young Lights. Oh, he's invalidated again. So
yeah, Wafer's invalidated as well. So that is unfortunate for him. So who is going to be our next man? Nunny comes into the pits. Stone Towel.
I think
the Renault boys, but I think they might be pitting too.
So we might see them double stack, maybe.
Christopher. Maybe Christopher. He's in our next man.
Eric. Yeah, Christopher Eric. On the soft tires, though.
So he's trying to go for pole. You know, a lot of these drivers are going to be trying for a harder compounded tyre. Can he get pole? He can. A 131.047 as Curving Texas has joined the session. So he must have been out of it for. It must have been out of it for a little while there. As Banana Cake Pie sets a lap, he's up into P7. So respectable lap for Banana so far.
Yeah, not good. Yeah, good. Not a bad time though. Racing points at 6th and 7th now.
Yeah, Chain Game he's setting a time lap, but he's eased off a bit. Maybe he's trying to save some fuel and some ERS to push one more time. So
yeah, I think he might be
someone we have to watch out for later on.
Yeah, no, I think it was on a cooldown lap. That's mostly what everyone does on the hards, like because the hard tires you could go at least a couple of laps in qualifying.
As Wafer's been validated again, which is not good for the current runner-up in the championship.
Not good if you want to catch up to the guys in the top 3 right now, especially Gaming Burger, who's currently your points leader, like you said.
9 points over Gaming Wafer, I might have to add, and then 14 points behind.
So I think we're going back up, and I was gonna say we were gonna fall back to Banana, but Banana is. Oh, okay, BK, you've left the session. But anyway, I'll continue on. Banana is invalidated, but Dr. Dre, I think he's on a he's on a run right now. He's about over 2.5 tenths up from his time. So we'll see what he does here. Maybe he can improve a little bit more, but we'll see what goes on as we follow along. Actually, I think we got Chain Game coming towards the final turns now. And yes, he is coming for the final corners into the 15th turn. And we'll see if he can maybe crack maybe even the 130s as he goes 131.4 above the points leader of Gaming Burger. So good solid lap there from the Red Bull. Next, looks like, oh, I was going to say Piara, but Piara is doing a cooldown of some sort, or an outlap. Okay, let's follow on Chain Game's teammate, Dr. Dre. And he's doing another run on the mediums as he comes across the line. And he does improve, but does not gain a position, so he will be in 10th. BK?
Yeah, I'm trying to rejoin the session.
It said you joined. Oh, okay. Can you see the screen at least, like the qualifying session?
No, it just says joining session connecting to Dr. Dre 3000.
Oh dear. Okay. I'll keep going. Well, meanwhile, Alcatraz is 5th fastest, sets a 132.1 on the medium tires. So the Scuderia Ferrari Alcatraz in the 5th position. And we have yet to see Young Lights and Curving Texas do a lap of their own. I think next looks like to be, let me see who's coming. I think that might be Chain Game, but I don't know if he's doing another lap on the hards. I doubt he is. I think he's going to get out of the pits. So I think with 8 minutes to go, I probably think now the guys that run on the hards are going to wait till they go to the mediums. Oh dear. Well, looks like BK's having more issues.
Yeah, no, well, it just said I wasn't able to join, so. Ain't good. Still got you here though.
Yeah, I'll keep going. So, let's see. Piaria, I think, is the next one to cross. 131.4 on the mediums. Just about 4/10 slower than Christopher, who is currently your pole sitter. Next, looks like to be Gaming Burger, as he's doing another run on the hards again. So, can he at least improve to get above one of the rivals that are above him right now, as he comes around the final turn now? I think this might be a little bit of improvement. Yes, it is, and he is above Piaria and Chain Game and Gaming Wafer up into 2nd. That's a good solid lap, though, I have to say, on the hard tires. That's a great lap, nonetheless. Next looks like to be Chris. Oh, Chris is on a outlap. Let me see. Let's ride along with Ferry, since he's the closest. He's doing his lap on the medium tires. I think he did that lap that he did before on the softs, but I think it might have been a bad one. So let's see what he can do on a good lap on the medium tires as he come around the final turns now. And he will go 7th fastest, 131.6. Just below Gaming Wafer at the moment, but above Noonie into 7th place. And next looks like to be Gaming Burger's teammate Young Lights. Now, Young Lights is one of the drivers, along with Curving Texas, that has yet to set even a lap. And we'll see what he can do in the McLaren as he's coming around the final turns now. Seems to be a little bit, seems to be like to be a top 10 run. Not the greatest of exits though at the end of that final corner, but I think it might be a good time. Goes pole position 130.8. I doubt myself. Doubt myself there. I didn't think he got a great exit though, but he is on pole regardless. 130.8, just about 2/10 over, less than 2/10. No, over 2/10. Correct me. Over Christopher in pole position on the medium tire. So he's right now looking to be in a pretty good spot right now as we speak.
Exactly, Racer. And speaking of Christopher, he's going to come across the final corner. He's up slightly. Can he get pole? Oh, he does! He does! Oh, I'm back, by the way. I just had to, bring some extra enthusiasm that I missed out on while I was gone. As he gets pole! What a lap! Shame it's on the softs!
Hey, I mean, we have about 4.5 minutes, so let's just save the enthusiasm for a little bit at least.
All right, I'll calm down now on the enthusiasm there. But 4 minutes to go. I'll get 4 minutes to go. Christopher's on pole. Young Lights P2, Burger P3, Stone Tower P4, Pariah representing the commentary box gang. He's in 5th. Chain Game 6th. Wafer 7th. Ferry 8th. Nutty 9th. And Alcatraz rounding out your top 10. A lot of different tyre compounds being utilised, so that could open the door for some different pit strategies this afternoon.
Yeah.
Which will be interesting to see exactly how that plays out. You know, we could see some 2-stops stay with these guys on soft tyres. They could be doing the soft to hard run, which is what I would do if I were personally in their situation, but we'll have to wait and see when it comes to those guys. As a Schooner Matata racer, I believe he's going to be the next driver to complete a hot lap.
Yeah, I'm on him right now. He had a purple second sector at one point, but he kind of messed up a little bit on Debossier, but we'll see what time he can do. 10th fastest at the moment.
Just
with the
into the top 10.
1/1000th of a second faster than Alcatraz.
Cannot get any closer than that with at times being equal. As Banana Cake Pie, hashtag P12 Banana at the moment. Can he get hashtag P1 Banana? We'll have to wait and see at the end of this hot lap. He is currently in the 3rd sector coming through this twisty section. It can be a little bit difficult to get an overtake through here. There's not too many lines you can take, but that's the race. We're not talking about the race right now, we're talking about qualifying. As Banana Cake Pie, he's coming through the final couple corners now. Banana Cake Pie coming around the final corner. He's out of ERS. Poor ERS management. Hashtag easy mode enabled. And he comes over the line. Only 9th.
9th fastest.
P9, but hashtag P9
Banana Cake Pie. P9 Banana Cake Pie.
And the Schooner Matata has had one too many schooners. He is in the barrier. You know what, mate? He should learn from me in here too, mate. Do not drink and drive. It is not very responsible. And trust me, it does impair your judgment braking. So, mate, lay off the schooners, mate. That is just a friendly warning there as Wafer. He goes P2 on the mediums.
Have you been drinking more while we were in the commentary box?
I can drink more if you want.
Because this is actually pretty good comedy, if I'm honest.
I'm just trying to bring some entertainment and I'm trying to bring some enthusiasm to the stream. So, you know, we seem more excited and it lifts the commentary. As Mr. Dre, Mr. NWA, P4 for Dr. Dre 3000. He did that one on the soft compound of tyre. So he'll be starting on those. Trying to look for someone now.
Let me know in the comment section if you guys like this BK, though.
I don't.
Because I've actually enjoyed this right now.
Alright, so I'm going to ride on board NBC Alcatraz here. Alcatraz, he's very good at pro clubs. He's a very good striker. So let's see if he can score a goal with his qualifying lap here. He's run out of ERS. That is not very epic of him. Banana Cake Pie has called it quits for the session. Alcatraz, 130.786. That's enough for P3. Maybe if he was better at his ERS management, he could be further up.
Lights.
And who else is on a lap here? That's
hold on. I think we have one of the racing points. I think. No, never mind. Ferry. Ferry? No, he's on a. They're all on out laps actually.
Oh, no.
Never mind. Actually, I think our good friend.
Wafe is invalidated again. Tell me something new.
Oh dear.
As Pariah, he's the next one. Our commentary box gang member. He's up slightly on his time at the moment. Let's see if he can gain any improvement in the final sector. He is out of ERS, so poor ERS management by our drivers in qualifying. Seems to be a bit of a common trend. As YWR Pariah sets a 131.1.
131.1. Good time there.
He's broke the top 5, boys. Get around him.
Now,
as Stone Tower, he's next.
Stone Tower, I'll follow along with him. As he's coming around the final bend now. I think he went a little bit wide there, but I think he's doing okay. Coming around the windy bits of turn 13, and now to the final 2 corners. Qualifying session is officially over, but we still have a lot of drivers remaining to do their lap. Next, Stone Tower in the Renault representing the French nationality
Up in the
of the Renault team.
and
Third fastest.
Chain Game's about to cross the line, curving Texas, I think, to be right behind him. Chain Game goes
pole position.
Curving goes 10th.
Curving Texas is 10th fastest.
Now Gaming Burger, this could be big. When it comes to the championship, Burger is currently in 9th.
He's cracking the 130s. 130.6 though, only over
Third.
a 10th. Only a 10th slower than Chain Game. So he is above Gaming Wafer, but Chain Game is on pole position for the time being.
Yes, Christopher
Ferrick is on pole.
Taking pole.
Christopher Ferrick has taken pole position with a 130.4 on the softs.
He has showed some promising pace throughout the season, and on the soft compound tyre today, he's taken pole. So for the people taking track at home, we will see Christopher, the Stone Towel, NBC Alcatraz, and Dr. Dre 3000 begin the race on the soft compound tyre. And I can imagine that everyone else would probably be opting for the mediums. But qualifying is over now, actually.
Yes, it is over. And the guys that are battling for first are in second, third, and fourth. So they are in the prime position, actually, to even, well, see what happens, though, in the race. Oh, yeah,
exactly.
By the way, also, leave a comment, your predictions, who will be winning the race, who will get the last 2 podium positions as well.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'll give you a quick rundown through qualifying. It's all on one screen. It'll be way easier to get through it all. But Christopher, first pole of the season, I believe, with 130.4. Then it's Chain Game, Gaming Burger, and Gaming Wafer, our 3 championship contenders, going from 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It's the Stone Towel in 5th, NBC Alcatraz 6th, Young Light 7th, Nunny 8th, One Up Pariah 9th, and Dr. Dre, he rounds out your top 10. Then it's Curving Texas, Ferry, Banana Cake Pie, and a Schooner Matata rounds out your field, your 14-car field today, which is not the greatest turnout, but you know what? For some of these slower drivers, a great opportunity to score some points.
Meanwhile, Gaming Ollie has got his first predictions. He says first place will be Gaming Burger, second place will be Gaming Wafer, third place Chain Game Wow. Okay, so that's actually a good little podium. I mean, that's kind of like the podiums we've been mostly been predicting, if we're honest.
They're the safe options, that's why.
But let me lead through all your comments. Looks like we have some fans in attendance for Piaria. So glad to see some support for him as well. Of course, we'll also give him support from the commentary box as well. But
he's one of us. We have to.
Exactly.
All right, Racer, I'm going to ask you now. I'm asking you now. I'm taking over. What are your podium predictions for the race?
Gaming Wafer in first. Second will be Chain Game Wow. Third place, Gaming Burger.
All right, I'm going to give you mine, right? And I have good reasoning for this.
Okay.
I want Chain Game P1, Wafer P2, and Burger P3. And that's because
okay.
Chain Game's third, Wafer's second, and Burger's first in the championship. So I just want to be closer between them.
I see. Make it interesting. Gotcha.
Exactly.
All right. So, let's run through your grid one more time. I think we have another driver that just came in. Kuda is in the Haas. I think, is he supposed to be in the Haas? I can't remember. But anyway, Christopher is your pole sitter. Chain Game Wild second. Gaming Burger and third. And Gaming Wafer rounds off the guys who are battling out for the points lead. Stone Towel in a good qualifying position in fifth. Alongside him is NBC Alcatraz. Young Lights will be in seventh alongside him, Nooney, in the Racing Point Reserve driver for tonight. YWPR, like I said, the commentary partner for us, and also pretty much the legend for us as well, is in ninth. Alongside him is Dr. Dre rounding off the top 10. Curving Texas in 11th alongside him. Ferry in the Haas. And next is Banana Cake Pie along with Scooter Matata, and then Kuda rounds off the 15-car grid.
Yeah, it was great. It's great to see. We have Kuda today. He adds some extra depth to the field. That's one extra driver. That could be one extra body who's going to get taken out in this race. But hopefully that's not the case with these guys. Unfortunately, it is most of the time. But anyway, one more prediction, Racer, for you.
Yes.
Who do you think's going to gain the most positions in this race, and why is it going to be Curving Texas?
Why is it going to be curving Texas? I guess I can repeat myself. Well.
Oh no, we jinxed it! Commentator's curse!
Oh shoot. Dang.
Commentator's curse, I apologize.
Dang, well, like, I was going to say, like I said before, but I guess there's no reason for me to repeat myself. So.
Commentator's curse. I feel terrible.
That's a big F right there.
Big F.
But, as we get the cars lined up at the grid now, as the green flags are waving, so that means we will be good to go, hopefully, once the cars get on the grid. And we will go around 27 laps around this 3.6 mile circuit here at Circuit Paul Ricard. It's a good place for good racing, but also it's all about rhythm, I would say, mostly in this track. As the lights are about to come on momentarily, and I think we got the grid all lined up and all ready to go. Green flags are waving. Here we go, 5 lights. Here in La Castelliette, here in France. It's lights out, and away we go here. Christopher gets a pretty good start here. Alongside him was Shane Gainwell. It looks like we got four wide already in the midfield, but it looks like Shane Gainwell gets a much better start into the first turn. It looks like Christopher gets ahead of him at least just slightly. Here comes Shane Gainwell right behind him. Now Gaming Burger alongside him. Wheel to wheel already as we get to the chicane, and now it's 3 wide right behind Christopher and Gaming Wafer right along Gaming Burger as we go through turn 4 and 5, and now we get to turn 6. And it looks like Christopher leading the way from Chain Gang, Gaming Burger, and Game Waver Alcatraz has moved up into 5th place. Nooney in 6th with YWPR in 7th, and Stone Towel in 8th. Leon Lights in 9th, and Banana K5 running up the top 10. Here comes Stone Towel on the looks like on the outside of PR. Does he think about it? No, he does not. He stays, oh, now he's thinking the inside. No, he stays behind him, at least for now. But it's Christopher leading the way out in front in this part of the track. Good start from him. Chain Game Wow just maintaining position so far. Game Burger and Game Wafer maintain their spots as well.
Yeah, a fairly clean start. There were some hairy moments there. Looked like could have been disastrous for Young Lights as he almost got put into the barrier right off the start, but he is still running as Stone Towel down the inside of YWR Pariah there for 7th place. So hopefully the debutant Pariah in the Mercedes can get that place back for his own sake. As Christopher on the worn soft tyres, he still holds the lead after the opening lap. Our Championship 3, their positions are still unchanged as Banana Cake Pioneer overtakes Young Lights. We all know they're best mates. But right now, Cuda and Banana Cake Pie, they've both gained 4 positions here on the opening lap. That is the most of any other driver. And Curving Texas, right before his car is about to get taken down to last place, he is back in the session. So very thankful there for the Ferrari driver that he's able to get back in the session.
And of course, once we get to lap 3, DRS will be enabled by race control. But for now, it's Christopher right in the lead alongside Chain Game, from Game Burger to Gaming Wafer and Alcatraz, just leading the way in the top 5. But so far, just pretty steady racing so far, single file racing at the moment. I think we got Nooney getting the pressure under pressure right now from Stone Towel. Here comes Stone Towel on the inside. Does he think about it? Yes, he does. Going the inside into turn 9. Does make the move? No. Oh, wait. I think Schooner might have. Did he go down? Yeah, I think he went down. He went all the way down to 13th place.
He got penalty as well.
And penalties following that as well. I couldn't get a good view of what I saw, but yeah, it looks like the Schooner Vitana just dropped down now to 13th place.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the Renault driver and Banana's
and Peoria.
Battling Pariah.
Slight contact though. It looks like they're falling alongside each other. Wheel to wheel, it looks like Peoria got the best of it so far, but they're both under pressure from Young Lights as well, right behind him, of course, in 10th place. Christopher now leads the second lap. DRS will be enabled as he crosses the line now. Chain Game Wild with the fastest lap of the race with a 1:35.2. And DRS will be enabled, but I think Chain Game has the best of it so far. If he stays behind Christopher, right now 0.2 of a second separate between Chain Game and Christopher, but Gaming Burger not far behind either, only separate by 0.5.
Yeah, I think it is a matter of when and not if. When about Chain Game here, going to get past Christopheric, and he's had a better exit. He's had to ease off slightly but I think this DRS straight is where he's going to get him. Chain Game has a lot more ERS available, and he'll have that DRS as well for the extra toe. He goes down the inside. Is the Red Bull going to get the move done on the Williams?
Easily done, no contest. Chain Game takes the lead of the French Grand Prix.
Oh, no, wait,
Christopher has a
Alcatraz.
movement. It's Alcatraz too. Alcatraz and Nooney in the chicane.
Yeah.
In the chicane. Apparently had a little bit of an incident there. I'm not sure entirely what happened. It may have been between those two. But they had a little bit of an incident
and
as
Burger's
now
moved up in the second.
Burger's moved in the second. Here comes Wafer into third place now. So the top three that were battling for points are top three in France.
You know what? These three guys, they've been saying it for weeks. They've wanted the three-way battle for a race win. And at this rate, that's exactly what we're going to get, because Christopher's tyres, they, you know, even though they're softer, they should be faster. They'd be more worn, and they're more likely to fall off.
Yeah, like pretty much the soft tires are just going to fall off. Like they should be falling off pretty much right now. He's going to have no grip whatsoever. Curving Texas sets the fastest lap with a 34.9. Alcatraz a 3-second time penalty.
Alcatraz hit with some pens early on. As looking as I'm trying to look as well, because of a big train behind Stone Towel there in fifth. He wants some air time, so you know he's going to get some air time right now.
We've got 6 cars involved, and now Kuda might get involved as well. So this could be the
wants an invite to this party, man. You know, look, it's the points. The points are right up there. That they're there for the taking. As Alcatraz,
well, here we go again.
Close enough.
Is he close? He's thinking about it. He's going to send it on the inside.
He's sending
Contact.
it on!
Oh, he can spin around. No! Oh, he saved it somehow, but he stopped in the middle of the road! As Dre just hits the side of him. Dr. Dre.
I think that was unfortunate for Dre there. I think that he just ran a little bit too wide coming out of the corner.
Oh, there was nothing he could do, but Alcatraz, he shouldn't have parked his car there. And as a result, damage as well, for good measure.
Yeah. As Stone Town has actually dropped into 8th after all this, as Nunny, Pariah, and Banana Cake Pie all pushing their way through. Young Light is all over the back of him. And Young Light, he is an aggressive driver. He's going to want him to try and get through as quickly as he can. As looking at this, back to the lead battle now, as Berger does its fastest lap. Gaming Wafer is actually about 1.5 seconds away from Chain Game and Berger, so maybe Wafer tonight isn't quick enough to battle his rivals.
Yeah, if you get out of that DRS in this track, you're going to be pretty much out of the race, technically, because this track is pretty much about rhythm, mainly, from my understanding. But Berger has the DRS advantage now to his advantage as he comes around to the DRS zone now, but I think he might have to save for a bit. He's low on ERS, but if I'm looking at the telemetry now, Chain Game has a ton of ERS, 73% to Gaming Burger's 27%.
Yeah, so, ERS management, you know, it's going to be a factor. It will be a factor here.
Especially in France, yeah. It's pretty easy to burn off your ERS when you're trying to battle with someone. So
exactly.
Banana battling out with Piaria for 6th place. Banana gets by him after Debose, but now Piaria coming into Debose. Contact made, I think. Oh, that's going to push up Piaria. Then he's going to lose 2 places as a result.
And Young Lights.
Contact. And he spun around. And Stone Towel. Stone Towel's gone. He's lost it. And I think the stewards are going to take a look at that, because I think Young Lights, was the initial at fault for this one. But
yeah, I think he needs to give that place back, but it looks like he's not going to give up, as Pariah has a much better exit coming out the final corner. Activates DRS and he's passed.
Easily past
Young Light
McLaren.
Try and fight back. I think he's a little too far back for a dive bomb attempt, and he will slot in behind Coda and Curving Texas, both moving up into 9th and 10th. The Renault boys really having a bit of a shocker here, as Alcatraz and Dr. Dre.
A 10-second penalty.
Yeah, they're battling it out for P410 at the moment. Both those guys have pit for medium tyres. Alcatraz has floored it straight into the pit lane, so I think, he's called it a night already, so He's our first retirement of the night. We're down to 14 drivers.
Big F. But now...
Big F in the chat as Curving Texas now moving up into the 9th past Cuda and Young Light. Is he going to get a move done on Pariah? Oh, that was clean. That was a very lovely overtake there from Young Light.
But Pariah, I think, is not quite done.
He's not going to give up.
No, he's not done with him quite yet. He's going to try to go the outside into turn 10. Here we go. On the outside goes Pariah. A little bit of a slide there into Debose. We go. On the outside, that is absolutely brilliant racing between these two. Still nothing, no contact make there. As Pariah goes slightly wide, but has the inside line to his advantage. Takes the advantage into 7th place. But now that's allowed also Curving Texas to get involved with Kuda right behind him as well.
Yeah, Curving Texas. His eyes are going to be like dinner plates right now, seeing these two battle ahead. Hopefully, Curving, for his own sake, hopefully he can get past these two guys with no problems and try and push to catch those racing point drivers. As Curving Texas, as we know, he is currently 5th in the championship, not far off Banana Cake.
Here comes Young Lights again. Oh, 3-second penalty to add to it. He's running the back of him so far. And Curving Texas, we've seen these two go at each other before. Remember in Canada. As Curving Texas right along the outside now tries to dive around the inside. Can he make the move done? No. Stays behind him at least for now. Now he's going to try to do the switcheroo. Does he do it? No. But I think PR had a little bit of advantage to it as well with those two battling as well. But DRS will be enabled for those two along with Kuda behind him. PR trying to break out of this
defensive move.
Trying to get this out of the slipstream. And he's going to go for the inside. I think actually outside move, but he has the inside line. Slight contact there made, but PR holds the position for now. Good race.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't a spin there. This is great racing, Young Light.
This is great racing. Here comes Young Light. Now it's going 3 wide.
No, he's not.
I think we're going 3 wide. No, they hold position. Now here comes Kuda. Oh, this is great racing between these guys. This is unbelievable, and PR right next to Kuda. Kuda getting involved now. 3 wide. It's a turn 12, and he breaks the side.
It's a Pariah. Oh no.
Curvy went into Kuda actually, and Pariah had to lose some positions from that as well. Curving up into 8th. The Young Lights managed to break away, at least for the time being. Wow.
I'm not sure if there's any damage on Pariah's car after Kuda unfortunately spun right in front of him.
I saw no carbon fiber come off, so I don't think there was any
that's
damage.
good. As now Pariah, he's going to go around the outside. Kuda's going to give him absolutely no room, and Pariah, yeah, he's lost out big time there. He cuts the corner and all. He's really lost out there. Kuda with a very aggressive defensive maneuver. What a four-way battle for 7th, man. That was incredible.
That was absolutely epic, gotta say.
Yeah, and one battle that... hang on, Nutty, he's going for it.
Here comes Nooney on the outside, getting around Christopher. Christopher is going to try to come back, does he? No. But he gives the position to Nooney. Nooney up into 4th place.
Yeah, and Curving as well, Texas, he's up in 7th.
In the inside, we've seen these two go at it before. Curving gets the better advantage, takes 7th place.
Pariah's out, broke himself, and Kuda's going to go for the switchback. Kuda up into 9th. There's way too many battles for us to keep up with, but this hopefully should be an absolute belter of a race to commentate if it sticks like this so far. And also, I have received word that according to Alcatraz, I'm gonna try to use the exact same quote right here. I can't because the language is not appropriate for the stream, but let's just say that Nunny killed him.
Okay. So yeah, they're gonna have to take a look from the stewards as well. PR right in the curve alongside Kuda. I don't think Kuda was giving him any room, however. As it's Pariah going on the inside. He closes the door. And he gets a 3-second penalty to add to it, but DRS is enabled for the Mercedes on the outside of the Haas.
He's cut his pit wall.
Kuda's trying to squeeze him into the pit wall nearly, but I think Pariah has the better advantage. He does. Into 8th place goes Pariah. Good job there for Pariah, but he got squeezed for at least 4 corners in that track.
Yeah, that defense from Kuda reminds me of Michael Schumacher defending against Rubens Barrichello on the 2010 Hungarian Grand Prix when he almost put him in the pit wall. Also, while this has been going on, we haven't been keeping our eyes on Chain Game versus Gaming Burger. They haven't swapped positions yet. But if you look at the gaps, the gaming wafer is almost back within DRS, which means that this battle could spice up even more than what it already has. And wouldn't that be something great?
You know, I think, from what it looks, I think Game Burger's just trying to wait. He's just being patient, I think, just buying his time. And I think he's going to try to go for the undercut. Maybe I'm changing wow. But
I think fans of these guys need an undercut. I think it needs to be wafer. Oh, Burger's going for it. He is going for the undercut. Lap 9.
All right, so he's in the pits now on lap 9. So Chain
This
Game
next lap is going to be crucial for Chain Game and Gaming Wafer.
Yeah, he's the first. Wafer now up to second place. As it's so far a Gaming Burger, only one in the pits. Noonie will overtake him as well.
Yeah, the racing points stay out.
So yeah, the racing points will stay out. On go the hard tires for Gaming Burger. Of course, that's the strategy that's preferred with if you're on the medium compound. And I think he will get ahead of Kuda, actually. I think maybe...
It's going to be close.
Close.
No, he's rejoined behind him.
Oh,
this could be big because Kuda has showed that dog has a lot of bite. He's not going to give it up as Gaming Burger. He's going for it straight away, and he's not letting up.
Easily. Chris is on the hards now. Piaria on the hards now. And Stonetail with the hard tires as well, along with Dre, are the only guys on the hards right now. But, of course, Dre had to pit earlier due to incidents. But Chain Game right now still remain your race leader of the French Grand Prix with Gaming Wafer 1.3 seconds behind him so far. Noonie in third and Racing Point and the Racing Point of Game. Excuse me, Banana Cake Pie in fourth, and Kermit Texas is your fifth place guy right now. But the Racing Point's 3 and 4.
Too much action right now, Racer. You're getting a little bit tongue twisted.
A little bit, but hey, it's
our leaders now. Oh, Chain Game's coming into the pits, and so is Wafer
now, and Wafer too. now
where Wafer came flying into the pits and somehow avoid. He was able to slow that car down miraculously. But yeah, this will be very interesting now. Will Gaming Burger's undercut work, or did Kuda slightly hold him up a little bit too much? This could decide a championship right here.
Maybe. Well, Chain Game's coming towards the pit exit now. Where is Gaming Burger? Gaming Burger.
Burger's coming off.
He's coming out. Does he get in front of him?
It's
close. It's contact at the end of the pit exit.
Yeah,
Gaming Burger has lost his end plate. Yes, he's lost his end plate.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's going to cost him dearly. And I think this will allow Gaming Wafer to get by him, too.
I was riding on board with Burger, so I don't know if Chain Game came over the pit exit line or not.
It looked like it.
But I think that's definitely on Chain Game there.
I think that might be on Chain Game. I wasn't on board, but I was on the camera with them.
Yeah,
and I think that might be
Burger,
more.
He's already lost DRS, so now Wafer's going to fly straight past. Burger just a sitting duck, and if I was Gaming Burger, even with the wing damage, I would encourage him to try and stay out. And I would also encourage him to, obviously if you can, try and stay within Wafer's slipstream and his DRS. That's all I can suggest right now for Burgers.
Yeah.
And this is really unfortunate because we were so close to getting the three-way battle between our front three, and then they collide.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had it right there. It's just, I have a feeling these stewards are going to have to take a hard look at this, but I'm going to have to say it was Chain Game's fault. But we'll have to see what the stewards say once this
With Banana and Curving Texas now in the pits, which means Young Lights will resume the lead from the Grand Prix. And I have some additional insights now from some drivers. I have received confirmation from NBC Alcatraz that he has done his signature move, which is submit an incident report. He has reported Nunny for their earlier incident. And I've also received a message from Orphan Drop 16553, who, from my knowledge, is actually the Stone Tail's brother.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, the Stone Tail had some choice words for Young Lights after their incident. So I think that with that intel I've received, I believe that Young Lights might have an incident report coming his way from the Stone Tail.
Okay. But anyways, back to what what we're going to be focusing on too, what has been the primary focus so far in this championship. Chain Game, wow, Gaming Wafer, but Gaming Burger, just unfortunate though with the end play going. But Gaming Wafer is close.
You can see
so
as
now
well, it's affecting his pace.
Oh yeah, if you have no end play, your downforce is completely gone. You have no turn at all. It's just going to be understeer city regardless. But anyway, yeah, the gap is only 0.6 of a second separate between Chain Game and Gaming Wafer. So far at the moment, Yun lies. Let's see what is he gonna go? He's going to the pits now, and yep, I thought so too.
He sped to the pits as well as Wafer spun.
Oh, Wafer spun around.
Wafer spun at the penultimate corner. Burger's that past.
I just got. Well, I mean, I didn't see the spin, but I just caught up to him afterwards. But yeah, I saw he had a bit of a moment.
Yeah, Wafer's cracked under the pressure at the moment. He was in the hot seat. You know, he was in that DRS range of Chain Game. And now, unfortunately, he lost the rear end. He's going to have to re-overtake Gaming Burger. And, you know, this whole situation of events right now is beneficial for Chain Game, but could Gaming Burger send him to the stewards for the incident coming out the pit lane?
I would have to say so. I mean, it's clearly obvious it's going to be a steward look at it, but now here comes Game Wafer trying to take back second place, easily does, into second place.
Straight back past, as easy as you like, no contest, as Chain Game's actually slowed up a fair bit here.
Yeah, he lost 3/10 out of that one corner. So
yeah, now Chain Game is...
And speaking of which,
something must have happened because even Burger's caught up lots of time.
That's actually kind of surprising too, even with missing end played. But I was also going to mention Wafer also has a purple second sector, so he is looking to have a far better pace from Chain Game. But I want to see what the lap time intervals are once those guys cross the line. I feel like though Game Wafer is lapping faster than he is, and I think it's just what's going on is Wafer is just buying his time at the moment. So let's see. You come across the line. I think they're going to lap somewhere in the 36s. 36.8 compared to Wafer. I think
34.8 from Wafer.
34.8. So he's lapping a little bit, lapping faster. So yeah, it looks like the pace advantage is up to. You know what? You know what?
Chain Game gets a penalty.
Chain Game a penalty. A
3-second time penalty. He ran wide coming out second corner.
Yeah. You know what? Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, speaking of, while you're talking, I will go get I'll go get us an update on the penalty situation for our free championship drivers.
Okay. While you're doing that, what I was gonna say is that I feel like when that incident happened between those two, I think it's clearly not evident, but I think Chain Game also has damage maybe as well. If he's losing pace. I can't really tell, but I think he may have a little damage somewhere on the right side of his front wing.
Yeah, you know, the game can be a little bit weird sometimes with the way it distributes their damage, and I can also confirm that Wafer and Burger are both one warning away from a time penalty, so, you know, these guys, you know, the fight definitely isn't over between these three. And another theory I have as well, Racer, another theory I have is maybe, because obviously we didn't get to see the full extent of the spin, maybe Chain Game and Wafer collided at that second to last corner. You never know. Obviously we missed that, and maybe Chain Game, also, another theory I have, maybe Chain Game, maybe he just waited up because he wants to battle these guys because, you know, they haven't had the opportunity to all this season, and, you know, all three of those drivers have expressed their desire to do so. So maybe Chain Game just wanted to have a good battle on track instead of trying to go for the win.
Maybe, but the thing that I'm surprised about is that Burger's still somehow within the reach of these guys, even with the missing end blade. Now with that, that's kind of impressive. I
think Gaming Burger has unlocked his playoff LeBron mentality right now. You know, sometimes when there's a championship on the line, you have to race better, you have to race fast, you have to race harder, as the Gaming Wafer has taken the lead of the Grand Prix for the first time today.
I was on Noonie for a bit in Kuda, but, huh. I wonder if Chain Game Wow had a little bit of a moment.
Nah, it was just a straight up DRS down the inside, dive down the inside. You know, it's just straight up as Kuda. He's the only one yet to pit, so maybe I think surely now he's going to try to meet him to the softs as Christopher and Nunny. They're also battling it out right behind him. So Kuda right now, he's really holding them up, but you know he has no reason to let them through.
Right, exactly. But I mean, that Noonie has much better, tire temperature, so he will get him on easily.
And there's slight
a little bit of
contact there between
yeah,
Nunny
slight
and
contact.
Kuda. And Kuda's gonna send it.
Kuda, man, Kuda is still. Oh my goodness, is still bumping wheels. And somehow Kuda still has DRS. Chris is now behind him. Are we gonna see 3 wide?
They're going 3 wide.
Chris is way off the track, and he makes the move, but he does have. Oh my goodness! Oh, Kuda, I think had a moment there too when they went 3 wide. That was absolutely ridiculously bold.
I was riding on board there. I think, personally, I think that was 100% Christopher's fault. He actually left the track.
Yeah,
he
was off the track
to pass Kuda, and then he cut off Kuda, which spun him into Nunny.
Oh, contact between Wafer and Chain Game. They were battling each other.
Oh, Burger has a penalty.
Burger has a penalty now, but Wafer does not, and neither does Chain Game. But here comes Chain Game on the inside of the turn 10 before we get to Debossier, and Chain Game gets the lead back. Into Debossier we go. Does Chain Game Gaming Wafer have a moment to at least get by him? No, stays behind him at least for the time being. But Chain Game Wow takes over the lead again of the French Grand Prix.
I just want to point out one thing right now. Burger has 13% ERS now. Wave has 21, and Chain Game has a 100 ERS.
So he could
Chain
literally
Game's
just go.
ERS management has been something else this Grand Prix, and that could play out his advantage later on in the race.
Yeah, because he just needs to break a 3-second gap between him and Gaming Wafer. But
exactly.
Yeah, that's just incredible, though. I mean, that just shows how much pace he's got, though. Especially to have that much management and ERS is absolutely amazing. Especially in a track like this that burns the ERS so quickly.
Exactly, and also an update after that 3-car crash between Christopher, Kuda, and Nunny. Kuda has come into now for his one and only pit stop. He has put on the soft compound tyres, so theoretically he should be the fastest man out there as everyone else is on the hards. And also, they had to do a wing change in that pit stop, so there was some damage to that Haas.
I thought I saw.
As he rejoins at the back of the field, right behind Dr. Dre.
Meanwhile, Noonie
and he's already overtaken
Christopher and up into 4th place.
Yeah, so a lot of battles going on right now. Maybe Christopher realised that the incident was his fault and maybe he slowed him through. Obviously, I wasn't keeping my eyes on that incident as there's really battles everywhere, all over the track.
Yeah, and like pretty much in 2 or 3 different groups from the way it looks. As it looks like Young Lights is trying to bring the pressure on Banana. We also have the battle between Noonie and Chris, and then we have the battle for the points. Well, points lead, but also the lead for the French Grand Prix. Chain Game up by, well, according to my interval, 0.3 of a second. Now it's just 0.5. But DRS is enabled for Gaming Wafer. It's just a little bit close, but not quite there just quite yet. But Chain Game, wow, just still managing 100% ERS. Still, he's
taking the piss.
Literally. I mean, literally, he could literally just deploy that anytime he likes. As Game Wafer goes a little bit wide, and DRS will be enabled again. Does he make the move? Let's see. Does Game Wafer have the Chain Game have well, yes, he does. But for the time being,
Wafer's too far back. Yellow's in the first sector. Tail's out.
Tail's retired. He's retired at the. Oh, safety car's deployed. Oh, safety car's been deployed, and yeah, I could see what happened.
Baby! This is gonna get good!
Wow.
Just keep this in mind as well. Gaming Burger can change that front wing.
He can. He can. I was going to say, I saw his car. It was parked on the inside in the first couple of corners. He must have had an incident, I think. But now, let's see what everyone does. This is pretty much going to change the game right here. As yet,
this changed everything. Race leaders coming into the pits. We obviously expected Berger to. I think all these guys surely soft tires to the end.
Yeah, I think he'll go softs. Let's see.
Yeah, I see softs getting ready for Red Bull.
Yep.
Yeah, Red Bull have gone for softs. So this pit window could change absolutely everything when it comes to the championship.
But
the mediums on Berger.
Tires for Berger
and mediums on Wafer as well.
Yeah, and Wafer as well. Yes. Now,
I think they've made the wrong choice.
I think they might have made the wrong choice as well. Medium tires going for Nooney. Oh, it's a double stack between him and Nooney and Banana Cake Pie in the racing point camp.
And Young Lights is stuck behind. Young Lights is stuck because he can't get past because the racing points are in the way. And he had to serve a stop-go. Penalty for speeding in the pits.
So much time there.
As Curving Texas has finessed everybody, he comes out in 6th.
Wow, great recovery though from Curving Texas. Up into 6 on the softs too. Fresh set of softs. But from 2nd to 5th on the mediums. But Chain Game on the softs, so he could pretty much just pull away anytime he likes. I think he's got the advantage to him. But you know what? I think they're gonna wait until the tires fall off though, is what I'm thinking. Because those tires, obviously you're going to have to try to get the tires up to temperature under safety car, but I have a feeling that that's what these guys are going to wait for, is just to wait for the right moment to get to Chain Game Wow. Because if Chain Game Wow is on the softs and the safety car goes in by, let's say by lap 21 or 22, the medium tire runners could actually have at least a better advantage.
Yeah, I think that the sooner the safety car comes in, the better it will potentially be for Wafer, Berger, Christopher, and Nunny, the only drivers who have opted for those medium tyres. And personally, I think they've made the wrong choice. I think
we'll
that
see.
At the moment there's 8 laps left, and if I believe correctly, just quickly check the race director here. Yeah, Christopher did 8 laps on his qualifying set of soft tyres. So if he's able to do that on his qualifying set of softs, with 8 laps left now, I think 8 laps coming up, I think that these guys on the softs could definitely make to the end with no dramas.
Good point. Yeah, I mean that's a really good point. I'm surprised he lasted that long though with the softs. I didn't think he would actually do that, because those tires would have been dead by at least the 4th or 5th lap. Stonetail is left. I actually don't blame him, so that's a big F for you. Big respect.
Yeah, maybe if Stonetail or Orphan Drop could, maybe just flick me a quick DM on the old Discord and maybe just enlighten us on what happened. I'll get my quick driver intel. I have lots of insiders here in Tier 1. I'm very good at getting inside information.
Kuda has a 5-second time delay for his team track limits.
I feel like he'll get that one removed. Obviously, just eyes off the ball on the safety car, but obviously not gaining anything.
Meanwhile, in the comment section, the guy that's running in 10th, Banana Cake Pie, has mentioned that he had to double stack, like we saw, and also had to do a wing change as well. So that also cost him a lot of time as well.
What the? I just saw Kuda and Young Lights are trading positions on the safety car.
What? Oh,
Kuda and Young Lights.
Yeah, Young Lights is back
places.
to his. You're not supposed to pass under safety car conditions. That's the #1 rule under safety car.
I think that Young Lights was ahead of Kuda, so I don't know what Kuda's doing here.
I thought so too. At least I think.
Yeah. We haven't seen anything from race control when it comes to
unless he went off. Unless he went off.
Yeah, as Young Lights is desperately trying to get back past, so maybe Young Lights safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap. Okay.
It's gonna be a 7-lap sprint to the finish. Quick predictions, guys. Podium from here. I think it's going to be Chain Game P1, and I'm going to say Curving Texas P2 because he's at the head of all those soft runners, and then I reckon Wafer third. That's my prediction. What about you, Racer, real quick?
All right, real quickly. Yeah, I'll probably agree with you, Chain Game, and then I will go with Christopher and maybe Burger to be in the podium.
All right, so
Kuda, 5 second time. Severe collision. What are these two doing?
So these two have been battling it out under the safety car. So if they're doing this under the safety car, I don't even want to imagine what they're going to do once the green flags are out. The safety car, though, is in the pit lane, and Chain Game will control the field.
We're back into green flag conditions again.
He's pushing. He's already decided to go. Hasn't tried to hold him up for as long as he can. He just wants to get it over and done with. 7 laps now. Let's go racing.
And we're now to lap 21 of 27. Chain Game
as
from
battle for fourth.
Nooney gets a little bit of a move there with Chris, I think. Oh, wait, no. Chris, they had a moment, but I think Nooney hold his position. But here comes Curving Texas, though, on the back of Christopher. I'm going to ride on board with him for a little bit as Curving Texas right behind Chris. And Chris has
Gunwise and Kuda both off the circuit.
Oh, what's going on? Dr. Dre, a penalty. What? Whoa. I couldn't even get a good angle out of it, but yeah,
I don't know what's happened to those two.
I have no clue. My camera was on board when that happened. But it's pretty much Chain Game from Gaming Wafer to Gaming Burger and Nooney and Christopher right off your top 5. But
yeah,
remember though, Wafer does not have a penalty, unlike the guys that are
in
first and third. Yes, he's the only one right now that does not have a penalty.
Yeah, and Curving Texas, I predicted him to come second. He is just past Christopher, so the soft compounded tyre starting to come into effect.
Yep, it's coming into effect now, pretty much for the soft runners. 8-10 separate between Gaming Wafer and Chain Game. DRS will be enabled, though, once we hit lap 23 of the race.
Yellow.
It's
Escudo Matata.
Escudo Matata had a moment. He went off.
Told him to lay off the beers. Clearly hasn't listened. As Chain Game, no. Burger, no. Nunny. Who is going to set the fastest lap here?
So far, it's looking like to be Nunny to set the fastest lap so far.
Yeah, as Nunny as well. He's currently within that 1 second threshold of Gaming Burger. So Nunny, he has won a Grand Prix earlier this season. He could be a dark horse to win this Grand Prix today if he can keep up, as Chain Game has lost a little bit of time to the drivers behind, and Curving Texas, he is in P5, currently charging his way back up through the field. As
Gaming Burger would have had good DRS right now if DRS was enabled right behind Gaming Wafer for the time
quick
being.
Pit lane update for you, sorry to cut you off. Young Light, Escudo Matata and Kuda all in the pit lane. So obviously some damage on those 3 cars as Nunny gets his 3 second time penalty, and so does Young Light.
Light's another penalty against him too. Okay, it looks like you got Burger right behind him as well. And Gaming hold on, sorry. Just hold on for a minute, BK. Just keep commentating, sorry.
Alright, this is exactly what we wanted to see all season long. Our 3 championship drivers all duking it out. 9/10 separate the 3 of them. Burger in third, Wafer second, Chain Game in first. My race predictions actually, so hope for my sake it can stay that way. As the DRS is enabled yet? Yes, it is. DRS is enabled right now on this very lap. Will Burger try and size up a move on Wafer? No, he doesn't. He's going to wait fully DRS straight, as Wafer is pushing very hard with his ERS, and as he probably should, because Chain Game is on the fast set of tyres, and honestly, I'm surprised he has not been able to break the 1 second mark. And Racer is back as we're about to hit the DRS detection zone, and the top 5 are all going to have DRS with one another, because Nunny has been able to keep up with the top 3, and I think Burger might try to size up a move here on Wafer.
I think so, but I don't think he has. Oh, does he have the straight line speed to do it? No, he just stays behind him at least for now. Ooh, this is close. But the racing point. Scooter Matata's out. Scooter Matata's out of the race. Oh, he retired in the pit lane. Okay, yeah, I just see that just now.
Yeah, Nunny's invited himself to the party.
Yes,
he sees the win ahead. He wants it. And Curving Texas as well isn't that far behind. There's Burger. Can he send it? No, he can't send it. He might have to wait a little bit longer.
Yet. But Nunny, I think he has a 5-second penalty against him. I just checked the race director. Just 5 seconds separate the penalties from the rest of the guys ahead of him. So at this rate, he could be in line just to be either in 4th or maybe even 5th, depending on Texas' situation as well. But Gaming Burger, Gaming Wafer, and Chain Game with DRS, but Chain Game WoW has managed to slip away a little bit.
Is Burger going to send it?
I think he could send it. Does he? No, not
quite. He chooses not to.
He does not choose
4 laps left in the Grand Prix.
We have 4 laps to go. Chain Game WoW from Game Wafer, Gaming Burger, Nunny, and Curving Texas. Texas with an incredible
5 drivers,
drive so far.
all with a realistic chance of winning this Grand Prix. It just depends who wants it more. Is it one of their Championship 3, or is it going to be a dark horse like Nunny or Curving Texas? The eyes on the lead have been between Chain Game, Wafer, and Burger, but there's a Racing Point and a Ferrari. Who could spoil the party? And will Burger finally go for the move?
No, not yet. He's just going to wait a little bit. He's just trying to be patient. But I think Wafer's doing the same thing too, because I'm pretty sure he knows the situation between those guys. So I think he's just being patient and buying his time, just trying to stay within the gap is what he's just hoping for right now.
Exactly. Will Burger send it? He's a little bit too far behind. And we mentioned earlier in the race the ERS management. Chain Game, and his is at 62%. The other 4 guys trying to beat him, they're all at 25% or lower. So Chain Game right now, he's not necessarily pushing like he probably should, but he's just conserving his ERS holding track position.
Pretty much. I mean, like I said, he probably knows the position he's in for the time being. As Game Burger again with DRS. I think he might get it this time.
Now.
Yeah, he's
Wafer decides to
go on the outside
line.
Wafer tries to squeeze him a bit.
Gives him no room.
He just squeezed
him. Gives him no room. He holds the place. Hard defending there by Wafer, but no contact, luckily.
No, I think that was okay defending, though, by Gaming Wafer there. That was not bad. That was pretty good. But now the pressure comes on to Chain Game WoW. I think he might be struggling a bit. He goes to the inside. Gaming Wafer has a penalty now. It's game on for the rest of the top 3. DRS enabled now. The Chain Game WoW trying to break out of the slipstream. He's going to try to defend the inside. Which way is Gaming Wafer going to go here? On the outside with DRS. Down into turn 8. Does he make the move done? He does make the move done. And does slightly. But now Chain Game WoW goes off the track. And he looks like he's going to stay in 2nd place. Now he's going to cut back on the inside. Into turn 10 we go. Chain Game WoW on the inside. The Flying Dutchman takes back 1st place. Ahead of the Toro Rosso. Wow. And now
a battle we can't squeeze in at the moment.
Chain Game WoW Chain Game WoW just got a better exit though. Out of Debossier.
Curry's going for 4th.
Curry's going to 4th, and Nunny has gone off the track, and he's gone ahead of him as well. I don't know if they might have to give that position back. But Gaming Wafer will have DRS again. But Chain Game WoW with a much better exit. DRS again for the guys behind Chain Game WoW. Can he make the move done?
Yep.
No, not quite just yet. Stays behind him.
We have 2 laps. They've been conserving their ERS.
2 laps to go into this Grand Prix. It's the top 5 that have been going to battle it out for the shootout. And oh my goodness, Gaming Burger almost thought about going the inside. Nunny right behind the diffuser of the McLaren. Now DRS will be again enabled, but Gaming Wafer is much, much closer as they come out towards turn 7. Now DRS enabled again on the straight. Does he have enough to get by Chain Game WoW on the slipstream? Which way is he going to go? Inside. On the inside he goes. He has the inside. He does make the move done. Takes the lead again in the French Grand Prix.
Oh, Wafer makes a mistake.
Wafer made a mistake.
Burger makes a mistake.
Yeah, Burger made a mistake. Burger made a slight mistake. I think that might have cost him a little bit. He didn't have... His one goal was not to make a mistake. Here comes Chain Game WoW to Debossier. Into the inside of Debossier. But Gaming Wafer has the far better advantage. Takes first still. And pretty much This is going to go down to the wire, folks.
Five drivers can still win this Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on tight, because our drivers are going to take one more trip around Paul Ricard. This has been one of the greatest races in race spec history. Wafer is trailblazing away.
Here comes Gaming Burger on the back of him. He's going to go for the inside. No, he thought about it. He sticks behind. Contact's made between the McLaren and the Red Bull. I think that's allowed Gaming Wafer to get away just a bit slightly. Now, as we go into the chicane, it looks like Gaming Wafer has a slight better advantage, though. I think Chain Game's starting to struggle a little bit on those soft tires. As it looks like... Yeah, I think he might. He's out of the slipstream, too. He's out of the DRS. Now he's going to be under pressure from Nunny.
Wafer's going to win.
Wafer will win it, I think, unless he makes a mistake. Here comes Gaming Burger
going for it.
On the inside. He's trying to get squeezed from the Red Bull into the inside of turn 8. Doesn't get Nunny's right there. Along with them. Contact! And it looks like Gaming Burger's got ahead. He went off the track. And Chain Game, is back down into 4th. Now 5th place. As Curving Texas now up to 3rd. This will be the inside into turn 10. It looks like Curving Texas got the better advantage this time. This is good. Now we have only 5 more corners to go. Curving Texas.
Not enough time. I think 1st and 2nd might be set in stone, but who's going to finish the 3rd?
Who will finish the 3rd?
Will be Curving Texas, will be Nunny, will be Chain Game.
Depending on penalties, though, also, too, is the question. Curving Texas in 3rd. Nunny in 4th. And Chain Game in 5th.
Nunny's going to have one last shot. And he's going to go for a switchback.
Does he go for the switchback?
He's going to get it done.
Bodywork.
Wafer's going to win.
Wafer's won the Grand Prix. Wafer wins. Burger in 2nd. Nunny takes 2nd. On penalties, and Burger. Actually, Burger got to 3rd. Nunny will take 2nd place. Christopher will finish in 4th, and Chin King Wow in 6th. On penalties. Woo. Wow. Banana finishes 7th, Ferry in 8th, Dr. Dre in 9th, and PR in 10th. Good drive, though, from our commentary friend.
Hey, Racer, I'm just saying, I believe there has been an error in the race results. Because I've been keeping tabs on this race so far.
Uh-huh.
And Curving Texas did not get a single time penalty.
What does it say on your end? Like where he's at?
It says to me right now he's P6.
Yeah, he's 6 on my screen.
Yeah, but I think there's been a timing glitch because Curving Texas, I believe,
he doesn't have
has won the Grand Prix.
I think he does. Yeah, he doesn't have a penalty.
I think Curving Texas won. This definitely has to be under review because I think the wrong man's been crowned the winner. I think that Curving Texas
is your winner.
Has won the Grand Prix.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because he definitely finished. He definitely finished 6.5 seconds behind Wafer.
Everyone's saying that. Banana just got confirmation in the chat. Curving did a timing glitch.
Curving Texas
is your winner.
Grand Prix.
From the bottom of the grid to 1st. Unbelievable.
He disconnected on the formation lap. He kept his nose clean, watched everyone ahead of him battle, and he's won.
Wow.
Curving Texas wins the French Grand Prix.
So that would mean that Wafer finishes 2nd, and
Wafer P2, Nunny P3, Burger P4, and I think it was Wafer in 5th, and I'm getting confirmation right now. Curving Texas, I'm the GOAT. Christopher finished 5th, sorry. So I'll give you a quick rundown of the updated results.
Yeah.
I believe it's Curving P1, Wafer 2nd, Nunny 3rd, Gaming Burger 4th, Christopher 5th, Chain Game 6th, Banana 7th, Ferry 8th, Dr. 9th, Parai in 10th. I believe that's going to be it.
Yeah,
and
I would agree.
We're going to get a very special podium interview tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to invite Curving Texas and Nunny because they finished on the podium. And then, obviously, Wafer because he did get on the podium too. But we're also going to hear from Burger and Chain Game if we can get them in as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for that one.
And I think this is also Curving Texas' first ever win, too, in Global
Tier 1.
Yeah.
It's his debut win.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Driver of the day. I gotta give it to Curving Texas for that.
What did I tell you on the formation lap? What did I tell you?
Jeez, man.
I told you who's going to gain the most positions and why is it going to be Curving Texas.
I mean, I pointed out too. I mean, he kept it clean. Barely had any
incidents. He stalled from 11th. Actually, ended up being last, actually. Fantastic performance. He's my driver of today. Is he yours?
Absolutely. 100% goes to Curving Texas. 100%. Alright, so I'll get the showroom up while you get the drivers in here, if you can.
Alright. I have...
We will get...
Alright.
And we'll get this going. Oh, wow. What a race. What a race.
That's all we can say. What a race. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed that one watching at home. It's definitely one I think I'm going to have to go back and watch. I haven't been in Race Spec since its inception, but I think it's safe to say that has to be one of the greatest races in Race Spec history.
I mean, I probably could agree with you on that.
As what's Nani's PS? I don't have Nani on PSN. I don't know what his PSN is. This is awkward. But
what's that? Sorry.
I'll invite the 4 that we have. I don't know what Nani's PSN is, bro.
I don't know. I don't know either. Well, I mean, we can at least get the top 2. Hang on. Let me see if I can ask in the Discord.
Alright, so my party invites didn't send then, so I'll try again. Technical difficulties, but then again, when don't we get those? Isn't that right, Racer?
Yeah.
Alright, so who do I have? Alright, so I need to start this again. Alright, so Burger.
Okay, it's Nunny 007. Capital N on his name.
Alright. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, so we're having 5 drivers in for interviews. We have our podium 3, and then we'll hear from the other 2 championship contenders. So, Racer,
yes.
I know you haven't been doing commentary here as long as I have, but has that been the best race of the season so far, or what?
I think it'd be close to when I did my first commentary gig with the United States Grand Prix. That was absolutely epic too. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best ones I've ever seen.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, mark this date down. Mark this date down. June 14th, 2020. This is the date that one of the greatest league races of all time has taken place.
Apparently,
Now, the invites have just been sent out now.
Okay.
Had some technical difficulties getting that one through.
I don't think Wafer's gonna come in. He said he doesn't want to interview. So.
All right. Well, we'll see who we can get in, as Mr. Media Journalist BKXI will lead us through when we get our drivers in. So stay tuned for that one.
Media journalist.
Should be a very hopefully should be a spicy little bit of interviewing, eh?
Yeah, I think it should be something.
All right.
So I think we got.
All right. So we have 3 of the 5 drivers that we're trying to get hold of. I'll quickly get a confirmation to see if we're gonna get the other guys in.
Yeah. See if we can get. Okay, that's chain game, and now we wait for the other one, Burger.
Alright, so Wafer's here. Let's see if Burger's coming.
Yo.
Alright, we will get this underway shortly. We're just going to get confirmation from Gaming Burger to see if he's going to be joining us for the interview. Actually, I'll kick it off right now.
Yep, go ahead.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the podium interviews. Our race winner, Curving Texas, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, Curving. First off, congratulations, your first win in the tier. I checked the race director with like 3 or 4 laps to go, shortly after Wafer got his penalty, and I saw you didn't have one. And
did I end up?
I was very confused when I saw that you weren't crowned the winner, but we do have confirmation. We do have visual proof on the stream that you should have won the race. But so congratulations for that, by the way.
Thank you.
Alright, so run us through your race, because obviously you pulled out a classic me and decided to have some internet troubles.
Hell yeah, I did.
So run us through the race, and in particular the final couple of laps.
Alright, so, well, I mean, I guess I can start with qualifying. As soon as we went into the session, internet cut out. It was great. Just spectated the whole session until 4 seconds to go because I forgot I could take control. Did that. Didn't really qualify too well. Was 10th. I only did 1 lap. And then, yeah, obviously going in straight into the race halfway around the formation lap, and it cut out. Rejoined, and I think it was like 4 or 5 seconds off the back of that middle group. The guys at the front had already gone, and was just looking to make them as much as possible. And then obviously safety car came out. Pretty good timing for it all. I was surprised at how many of them went to the mediums rather than the softs for that last little bit. But I knew a few of them had penalties, and I was kind of just like, okay, I'll try and just play it safe, get a podium, won't get involved in anything. And I could see, obviously, they've got a championship battle on their hands. One, I didn't want to get too involved in that, even though there's a lot on the line in terms of me, getting a win or something. But I didn't want to make anything stupid happen, so I just kind of sat back. And then, obviously, there's a few moves there between a few of them, and a little bit of contact, and I just kind of pounced on it, got into third there on track. Kind of already knew the situation. I wasn't too sure about everyone, and got informed like halfway around that last lap about it. I was just trying to stay within 3 seconds. Obviously knowing my situation and stuff, and that's about it. And then obviously came across the line, and it decided it wanted to drop me to P6. But like the whole race, it was telling me the gaps were like 7 seconds when I was right on the back of everyone. So yeah,
just a bit of a timing glitch, and unfortunately that sort of happens when drivers disconnect. Exactly. But Stephen Bradbury, Curving Texas, same person I think. But Racer, any additional questions for Curving Texas while we have him here?
Yeah, so pretty much you were most of the time I noticed you were like pretty much obviously in the middle part of the mid pack, but you pretty much got saved. I probably would say you got saved by that safety car, because if it wasn't for that safety car, you probably would have been stuck in the bottom part of the midfield. But pretty much we saw majority of you guys go to the softs. But I just wonder, did the softs did they start to make any effect though on the? They'll be followed up once we get to the other guys. But did that wear up a little bit once we get to the final part of the race, for at least for you, Curving?
To be honest, not really. Like I really didn't feel too much in terms of tire wear. Like there was a little bit, but like it wasn't like anything which was going to drop me back too much. The only bit I sort of struggled, but I really was struggling I wasn't struggling, but I just couldn't get quite the same drive as everyone onto that back straight, which I wasn't too worried about, knowing I had DRS. I just had to close the gap, and obviously, like I was saying, I was just trying to sit back a little bit, just so in case things happen in front of me, because I already had something happen in front of me earlier, and then lost my wing, so so they were pretty good for most of it, and then just sort of comfortable and driving to the end. That's about it.
Alright, so Curving Texas, congratulations again on the race win. I believe he's our 8th different race winner here in Global Tier 1. So fantastic stuff, Curving. Congratulations once again on your debut win here in Global Tier 1.
Thank you, mate.
And Nunny, are you here? Alright, so we're gonna skip forward to 90. We'll save the main event of the press conference till afterwards. So 90, third place, a solid result. Run us through your race.
Well, I had a good start. With two people at the start. A few laps in, I made contact with Alcatraz. I don't know how it happened. On my screen, he turned to my side. On his screen, I took him out. So if you have a look at it, yeah, and then really, I got wing damage at the end a bit. Safety car helped me out, and then yeah, the last lap, chain game was in a half span, so I tried to avoid him, but we hit each other and got a yellow front wing, but still managed to get on the podium, so happy about it.
Yeah, great work,
so,
mate. Racer, any additional questions?
So, if I'm correct, this is I've only been doing this for at least a few races now, but I think this is your first podium. Is that correct, Nani?
It's not. He's actually one of our 8 Grand Prix winners.
Ah, okay. I'll take that back then. So, actually, so pretty much, you got pretty much saved by the safety car as well, from what I saw as well, because you were like I said with Curving Texas, you were pretty much, from what I saw, was at least in the bottom part of the midfield, at least for a little bit. But how much do you think that actually helped you with the safety car? And did you really like had any effect with the soft tires? I'm pretty much gonna follow up what I said with curving. So, but did you have any kind of wear with your soft tires though towards the end?
Or he pitted for the mediums.
I got them.
Oh, you got the mediums. My bad. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I have a follow-up question. I have a follow-up question. What Racer said, similar, like same topic. Nutty, seeing how the curving and chain game were able to hold up towards the end of the race, do you think that maybe pitting for the mediums was a mistake, or are you happy that you did go for the mediums?
Well, I thought the soft tires will die very quickly, so I didn't want to take the gamble, and at the end it was alright. I saw curving struggling a bit, it looks like, but yeah, I didn't wanted to take the gamble.
Yeah, because I was saying during the race that I felt like you guys were just trying to like not go for the softs because you were trying to play it safe. So I figured that's what you were doing. But I mean, it seemed like it paid off for you at least. Would you say? At least you got podium.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, maybe I could have taken more places at the beginning, but I will not that fast. More laps in with softs.
Alright, well, Nani, congratulations on P3 once again, so congratulations for that, as we'll now move on to the man who came first on track, but second after penalties were applied. Wafer, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, Wafer, congratulations again on P2. Run us through your race.
Pretty simple. Front 3 pulled away from the rest of the field, and then pit stops. Chain and Gaming Burger had their little moment on the front straight, which basically put Gaming Burger out of it, and then Chain got a 3 second. And I wasn't even pushing, and I was easily staying with him. He was really struggling through Sector 1 and Sector 3. I was definitely the slowest down the straights as well. And then, unfortunately, the safety car came out and ruined everything. And then I finished first on track, and then some stupid glitch rolls me over.
Yeah, I have one more question, Racer. So with that, you did gain a points advantage on Burger. I think now the gap has reduced to 3 seconds. Not 3 seconds, 3 points. 3 points, if I'm not mistaken. How confident are you that you can turn a 3-point deficit into being championship leader next week?
Take a 3 second off. I think that's pretty easy, because I did get a 1 or 2 bullshit. Oh, sorry, stupid penalties. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you. There was that penalty I think was a bit BS. But to follow up a little bit with your battle with Chain Game, were you just trying to like? It seemed like you were pushing for a bit, and then I think you were realizing like you saw Chain Game make mistakes. Were you just pretty much waiting until he like get the penalty? Because you had no penalties for a while, so I think were you just trying to be patient? At least.
Is this the second stint?
I think it was I think it was between the end of the first stint and then the rest of the second stint.
Yeah, it was. I just left it in 0, saved the battery, and then I wanted to go for a fastest lap attempt, but he was not letting me do that when I tried to overtake him, making it very difficult. So yeah, and then I just stayed behind him and let him break the F for me.
Yeah, so congratulations again, Wafer, on P2. By the sounds of it, it seems that the race winner will be decided in the stewards room. Will it be Curving Texas? Will it be Gaming Wafer 16? We will let you know next Sunday on that verdict as our final interview of the night. Chain Game, are you here?
Yes.
All right, Chain Game. The big question I have for you: run us through that incident with Gaming Burger coming out the pit lane.
When he made the pit stop, I was thinking about coming in that lap, but I stayed out as I thought I could do one more lap, and he undercut me, and then I pushed as hard as I could, and I knew that it would be very close, and I didn't know if I crossed the line to the pit exit, but straight after that I felt really sorry for that, and that's also why I slowed it all down so he could gain and battle with us.
Yeah, I did theorize that one on Commentary of Racer, that maybe you were slowing down to try and let Burger back in the fight. I was on board with Burger for that incident, but did you cross over the white line at the pit exit to defend Burger, or were you already past that?
I have to see my own footage for that, but I don't want to defend the incident, but the pit exit is also quite tricky where you go right on the racing line.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's not the nicest pit exit. And one last question that I have: final stint of the race after the safety car. Did you struggle on those soft tyres towards the end? Because I think that Racer and I were both expecting for you to be able to push away a lot more comfortably than what you weren't really able to do in the end.
Yeah, when the safety car came out, I straight in my mind to go on the soft, as it were only 8 laps, and I thought they could get to the end. But from the moment the safety car was in, I was trying to get away, but I couldn't get away, so then I was trying to stay ahead, but the last 2 laps they were just done, and when I crossed the finish line they were around 70%. So it was a misjudgment from me, and I really needed to choose the medium, so that is a mistake for me.
So, by the general consensus of it, seems like that during the race, it seemed like that we thought that the medium tyres were the mistake, but it turns out the soft tyres might have actually been the mistake there on the strategy front, so a little bit of an error on our part. And my last question for Chain Game and Wafer, I think first time all season that you two have been able to battle, not only with each other, but also with Burger. How relieved are you guys for finally being able to get that moment?
Personally, I am very happy we both could have battled us. We are almost at the end, and we always wanted a battle, and front is a good battle track. And I hope we can have a part 2 in the championship. So I'm really happy we both could have had battle, and I hope we can have another one.
Wafer, your thoughts?
Same as him. It's good to have a battle against these two. When we broke away, we were those two are fine. I was just a little bit too far behind. But, you know, we all raced fairly and cleanly. We had what we wanted, and we got a good race out of it.
Delivered a bloody fantastic race. My opinion, probably one of the best, if not the best, of the season. And once again, congratulations to you both on your results and Chain Game, mate. I hope that you can bounce back even stronger next week to keep your title fight alive. And Racer, any last questions?
I think pretty much good. I think you pretty much I was gonna ask the similar questions too, but I think you already asked. But yeah, congratulations to you guys. I thought really it was one of the best races I've ever seen, probably since USA when I first did this. Like I was saying to BK early in the broadcast, it was just absolutely fantastic racing. Non-stop action was just incredible.
So with that being said, that wraps up the post-race interview portion. So thank you to our drivers for attending this first for the interview. And next time out, we will be in Mexico. I don't want to butcher the track name, so I'm not even going to attempt it. For the Mexican Grand Prix.
Rodriguez.
There we go. Wafer's done it.
Rodriguez.
There we go. We have a few pronunciations for old Biko who can't pronounce it. But anyway, we'll see you next Sunday night, the exact same time, for the Mexican Grand Prix. And until then, good night.